I just been reading, getting into these books, just working on my patience. I've been reading Pawns in the Game by William Gackar, Huey P. Newton, Fred Hampton, Elaine Brown, just all the revolutionaries, who've been through something and stand for something that a lot of people don't know of or forgot about. And I just been, it's just been sitting on my heart lately to just save the generation, bro. Save these kids. They don't deserve it. I'm just tired of being a pawn for the culture, entertaining and being ignorant, you know what I'm saying? I want to change the world around.
Just said something deep. He said he don't want to be a pawn for their culture no more. And that's really all it is. He just being a pawn for this shit. That's exactly what they want you, either in jail or dead. It's cliche, but it's the truth. Probably cliche because of whole marriage. Look, don't wait until you in that position to start thinking like this. He just named a bunch of revolutionaries. That's the type of spirit we got to get back to. They used to have to force all them charges on us by bullshit. Now we give them all they need. We self-snitch. Nah, we ain't used to be like that. What's good with it? We back with it with another episode on the Mar 17 podcast. Shit, keep it G, keep it cool. Hit the like button, subscribe, share with your ugly ass friend, do all that extra shit. We about to get right into it. I'm damn near gonna do 2 separate episodes to this one because it's a bunch of shit going on, and I ain't even did an episode in a minute, so stick with it. I got a few videos out now. I've been doing this for, I ain't gonna say a little minute, but I got some videos out, and it's almost like I'm doing an update because some of these videos and shit are like, you can damn near pull up certain videos for references to what the hell be going on. I'm damn near foreshadowing. Yeah, you can use these videos as foreshadowing because the same shit I told y'all about the record labels just happened. What just happened to Pooh Shiesty? It's crazy as fuck. And then I told y'all about how the main ones is the ones that sign with the artists. And I think I even named Gucci Mane. That's why I'm saying all this shit is actually crazy. But I'm going to stick to the first point because it's a little bit more real. So y'all just heard the first shit I just put up with Lil Durk and his little monologue he had on Instagram. He ain't really that outspoken of a nigga. I've been following Durk for about a decade plus now. Oh, he dick riding. Shut the fuck up, weirdo. But yeah, I've been following Durk for a decade plus. He really not that outspoken, but yeah, he can give a powerful message when he need to. Now, here's the thing, no, all just messages. Why you gotta wait? Why we gotta wait so long until we start giving those type of messages? And then why the fuck do we definitely wait so long to even act on the message? You might have to act on, okay, so you reading powerful books. Here. That's cool. When you gonna act on it? Alright then. And then seeing these type of videos and with people like this, I don't even think y'all should pay attention to who's saying it. Just pay attention to what he's saying because it's correct. He's literally telling you what he is. He's a pawn to, I don't even like to use the word the culture because that's so misrepresenting. It's damn near about like a fraction of our culture, if you want to even use that terminology for it, but whatever. And so, yeah, he's literally a pawn. He's telling you he's tired of being a pawn for the culture, He's not. I truthfully don't believe he's tired of it. I think he's tired of the consequences for it. Don't mean you tired of being a pawn. That takes a lot of courage just to stop being a pawn because a lot of that shit is stop your fan base. To stop your money from flowing because they are literally directing traffic to this shit on purpose to glorify it so all of our kids can do exactly what he just said by omission. He knows what he is. That's why I said the first part about Durk, how he not that outspoken, but when he speak, he can say some real shit. I mean, you don't just get to these positions for no reason and stay for that long without having an ounce of realness in you. I mean, just follow the family, follow his bloodline, follow Chicago. Yeah, there's some revolutionary in him. And that's why I really even said about the first part, how I was talking about how ironic it is what the Pooh Shiesty shit is. Now that shit is all over the place and out of the ordinary. When I was making that video, that is not what I had in mind. I wasn't talking about no shit like that. I know people do some crash out shit. That was the ultimate crash out of your record label. You might have to put that in the history books. The ultimate blunder. Like, nigga, that was the most pointless, dumb shit. But I can get to that on the other part. Because that was like half of it was about the record label. A lot of the other shit got way more to do with the record label. That's for the other part. But back to Durk. It's crazy because It's hard to even, you gotta be a very fluent person to just explain this shit without even sounding cliche or to give a different message, because it's so many examples, but it don't even matter. I mean, I already done talked about this in mass other videos. They tell you, first they tell you jail or dead, then you open your eyes and then you see it. That's what I'm saying. You have to be a very articulate motherfucker to explain this shit in a way that it makes sense, because the results don't even make sense to them. So how you gonna explain it? Nah, you can't. That's where a lot of people rot in their own misery. If you can't even open your eyes, what's the point? There's no even point of nobody talking or nothing if you can't even open your eyes. That's what I'm saying. This podcast is very separate from a lot of other shit I do. The way I do music is a lot different how I do the podcast, because this podcast is not meant for mass. A lot of people might get hit to it in the future. A lot of people might get discouraged from it. A lot of people might fuck with it. But, it's not this type of podcast. That's why I said the first part with Durk. The second you really get tired of being a pawn, a lot of your shit stops overnight. It's really hard for any of these people. Go ask anybody. Ask Kyrie Irving. You pawn, go ask him. It's hard because your shit stops. Yeah, so that's why I'm going to keep it on. I'm going to follow up what Durk said for the kids. When I do these videos, I really don't give a fuck too much about, and it's not even so much so I don't give a fuck. I just understand when we get to a certain age, we've been through so much shit. A lot of this shit we already done made our bed. We probably starting to deal with the consequences, etc. Or what you want to say. We starting to lead by example. We starting to be example. Or we starting to be a pawn. It could be either or. So the main message is for the kids. I mean that's the true focus. Because a lot of us, we fucked up. But, you got to start somewhere. Keep kicking the ball down the road and keep making up excuses. Keep doing this, that, and the third. It's not going to change anything. That's why I sent him a follow up what he was talking about. It's not so much so I don't give a fuck about him or people my age or his age or people older. But if we not leading by example or anything, you could just kick us to the curb. I don't see the point. What's the point? Yeah, and that's the perfect way to segue into the next topic. We're going to hit on Pooh, Shiesty, Gucci Mane, Big 30, all them other niggas, man. Crazy shit. Perfect way to segue onto it. Because as you may know, unless you've been living under a rock, Pooh Shiesty thought he was Suge Knight for a night. And that rhymed. But literally, if you just go back onto my record label video, man, that's one of my best videos. I explained this shit word for word in there. That's why I said earlier, this is not what I had in mind. I didn't give it so nigga didn't end up. But, like I said, if you read into it, hey, there's some fried shit. That type of shit that drives some motherfuckers to do some crazy shit. But this is where I'm going to tie everything in together, because this is why I tied in the two topics. Because you got a bunch of pawns here. Here, Gucci Mane, a pawn. He a pawn to the quote-unquote culture that Durk was mentioning. He's also a pawn to the feds. And he's also a pawn to the industry. If you want to tie those other things together, I guess. You can say they're both two things. Whatever. Now I ain't going to get into it. And you know what else is crazy? You know what Lil Durk is a pawn for? The culture, the feds, and the industry. That's where it even get funnier. You know Pooh Shiesty he a agent for? The culture, the feds, and the enemy. See, I said that one different. This is why I said earlier. It's hard to explain this shit. Because if I go to the block and be like, hey, young niggas, don't do that. You're going to end up in dead or jail. I'm like, nigga, fuck you. So if I just try something different, maybe it hit him. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to use the pawn method. Guess what? I'm going to talk to these niggas in their language. I'm going to talk to everybody because all this shit is stupidity. So obviously if I try to do this shit and break it down like I probably was going to, it wouldn't work. So let me just give it to you straight. All you dumbasses is a pawn for the system.
I said the system. I didn't say a pawn for your family. None of that. You're not a pawn for the label. That's all blah blah blah. Really, Gucci Mane is owned by some other niggas. He don't even control 1017. Another topic for a different day. You all are being controlled. I mean, for real, literally. Because you know how I know? Go look at the comments. People talk about shit like, if that was me, shit. Nigga, you gonna have to kill me. You ain't taking off my watch. Dumbasses. You're all controlled. Stupid as fuck. You know how I know? Because the same person who said that nigga used to cry when he used to get an ass whooping from his mama. Now all of a sudden, he gonna sit there with a straight face with a gun in his face and tell you gonna have to kill me. So then the next nigga that see the comment, gonna see that nigga who commented and say, you gonna have to kill me. And then he gonna agree with the nigga who said, you gonna have to kill me. And he gonna be like, for sure. Word on God. But that nigga who just agreed with the nigga who said he's gonna have to kill me is an even bigger square than the nigga who say he's gonna kill him. You know how else they control? Because they trying to figure out if Gucci Mane's snitching, as if that's the main, as if that's what everything rises or dies on. Never mind the fact this nigga did a whole hit with a box on his fucking ankle. Never mind that. Could Gucci be telling? Never mind that. We talking about, is this nigga telling? You're all fucking controlled. Stupid as shit. You know, I get it. You're not supposed to tell, but bro, I'm trying to tell y'all. That was made up whenever shit was organized. And you did organized crime. And shit was like smooth as butter. And that was really back in the day. Man, I mean, I get it. It's still a code today. But come on. This type of shit. And you're trying to figure out if Gucci Mane telling that he did this. Crazy as hell. All these niggas control. It's young niggas that want to be just like Pooh Shiesty. I swear to God, if there was a stock on Shiesty mask, I'd invest money into it. Because all these niggas about to get Shiesties. They're a pawn. They want to be like them because they hear the response. Man, at least Pooh Shiesty wasn't lying in his raps. Bro. What the I'm telling you, the bar is so low. And you wonder why STDs are so high. Because the bar is just low as shit. At least you're not lying in your raps. Are we being for real? You cannot tell me we ain't been MK Ultra by CIA agents. That we give so much of a fuck about telling the truth in our raps. That's at least, do 30 years. But at least the nigga tell his truth. 55 years for you, TK. 30 you for your Pooh Shiesty. 10 for you, fucking Tory Lanez. So that's what this is over? Shit. Really? You know you can do other shit and tell the truth, and you can tell the truth in other ways. This is the bar, okay? And it's niggas that want to do this shit. It's niggas for real. A nigga try to play me, I'm gonna do the same shit Shiesty did. Okay, this shit ridiculous. You hear niggas, man? King Von was a real one. Can nobody play with him? He's dead. What are we talking about? Like, I don't get it. It don't make no fucking sense. What you mean? FBG Duck was the realest nigga out. Could nobody play with him? They fear him. The nigga dead, bro. I don't. So I just don't get the shit, bro. How can he be one and then not be another? What the fuck? Oh yeah, ain't nobody wanted to touch him, but the niggas be dead. Oh, that nigga will slide on anybody, but he got slide. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm not about to make no. I thought this was about to be some fucking breakdown. Nah, just because I did it at the first part. Nah, fuck that. I'm talking to motherfuckers in their language because it's all stupid. So why the fuck would I waste my time? Y'all want to be like, I'm telling you what the fuck you are, a fucking pawn for an agent. They'll literally praise you in 1 minute and be glad you're dead in the next, just because they're not saying I'm glad he dead when they do shit like, yeah, that's some fried shit. If I say he a real nigga, and that's what you supposed to, man, you ain't play like that, but that was some stupid shit. Bro, that's literally clapping for a nigga destruction. Because two things cannot exist like that. Two things cannot exist. I cannot put a real connotation on some dumb shit like that and then call it real. So I can't apply. Why the fuck would I apply King Von for getting niggas gone? And then it benefited what? Why would I apply Durk for doing anything and he talking like this? The way he just talked on the first part of this video, you would forget he killed somebody or got somebody killed or participated in killing somebody, allegedly. Not going to say that, but come on. You don't just start talking like that for no reason. Come on. He got some shit on his conscience. You know, another way they control, because then they be in disbelief. The first they're in disbelief because, at least he not lying in his raps. Like, yeah, it's a bunch of stupid ass niggas that do anything, and it's a hot hand, and people will flood you with money to do it. So yeah, some people are doing some of the shit they're doing, But I just explained you how that led him to this nigga can't even get no pussy for 30 years plus. Yeah, you can. He could fuck a female CO. You see how the bar is so fucking low. Now you gotta rely on fucking a CO for once a year. Stupid as shit. Then they be in disbelief when niggas like Young Thug be telling. They say shit like, "Oh, I can't believe he told." Bro, are you an idiot? Why? Why can't you believe he told? Because he's some character in your head, like a movie character who is just got the divine right of just being everything. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's a little bit suspect. It's like y'all want these niggas to be dream niggas, bro. Nah, niggas want to go home, bro. I'm telling you. When all that fancy shit y'all talk about, this is why I say it's a game. It's a game. It's a pawn. Because literally all this shit, how so fast these niggas just want to go to fuck home and be safe. These niggas want to go home and be safe. But they're such a pawn, they can't even tell you it. Look, it's a shootout right now. Look, outside. 20 shots. Pawns. As I'm speaking, it's pawns shooting each other right now. I'm going to check the news in an hour. Pawns. They all dying for nothing. Probably the niggas that just bought shot. Look, I'm listening to the engine. 25 shots. Oh, there's more. Who are y'all busting at? This is about to be the podcast of the year. What are these niggas busting at? Stupid shit. Dumb as hell. Oh yeah, Shiesty did it. Nigga, I guarantee he was listening to Youngboy for this song. Before he started popping them niggas. It was 6 niggas in the car, I can guarantee, with 6 niggas in the Tahoe, all with Drakes. They all done touched the bullets before, and they're all gonna snitch on each other because they were pawns to whatever I was just talking about earlier. It all added up into them niggas just shooting each other outside. Pawns, stupid as fuck, dumb. They're all gonna tell on each other, and it's gonna breed another cycle because some bitches gonna be talking on outside about it, and Daquan or some niggas gonna get out. They gonna do all that fronting and capping shit, and they gonna go right back to shooting each other. So yeah, you gotta make light out of it because ain't nobody serious about it. As I'm making a podcast about some real shit, fuck shit going on, and motherfuckers dying around me. Like, come on.